Hi, how's it going? I'm Lily, and I decided to make an update on my video from almost 2 years ago called My Tinnitus Story. It was actually part of a series that I started, and I really want to get back into it, called Lily's Musings. But first of all, I want to say how amazed I am, first of all, by how many people found this video about my tinnitus experience. And then, I'm at over 20,000 views on this video, more than any other video I've ever made. And also all the comments, really long paragraphs of people's experience. I'm sure all these comments that people have been posting, it's given hope. It's helped people also vent their frustration with the condition and meet other people who sharing experiences with one another. And also I hope that my video brought some hope, some encouragement towards healing, as healing is possible, or at least finding improving your quality of life while living with tinnitus. And so I read everyone's comments. I try to when I get notifications, and I try to reply. But it was a couple weeks ago, I got a comment saying, "How about you post an update? Because it's been almost 2 years." Sorry. And so I thought, yeah, it's time now that I also do a review of how it's been going and share with all of you. So in the last so when I posted this video in May of 2021, I think, I was really living with something that was no longer perceptible, and then going through different periods of my life since then. It would come and go, and I can say that at this point I definitely do hear it on some days. So it's always the same situations where I don't get enough sleep. I'm in a moment of high stress or anxiety, and also I work in music, and when I'm exposing myself to loud a lot of frequencies and loud sound on my speakers, I can definitely get these little surges. So I call them surges because I really don't hear it throughout the day. It's just all of a sudden, if I'm sitting at my desk and I was just listening to, mixing my music or something, and all of a sudden I get that frequency, that 8 kilohertz frequency come back. It's very momentary, lasts a few seconds, and then I just move on. I just go on with my day. When I wake up in the morning, I don't hear anything. And it's really important to remember that this condition feeds on your stress and your fear. It also feeds on poor lifestyle habits, like poor health choices. So lack of sleep, eating too many processed foods, too much sodium, too many spicy foods. I am definitely guilty of that. And I don't think I'll change that, but I do notice that things that like caffeine also that irritate me, I'm gonna have a higher tendency to maybe hear that ringing at some point. But it doesn't impact my life in any way. It does keep me in check though, and I'm actually kind of grateful for that. It's sort of it's become my thermometer of how stressed I am, of how much am I taking care of myself, and it makes me aware, maybe if something is not in balance, and if I need to just take a step back and relax. And as a side note, another thing that's helped me with that is my cat that I recently adopted. She's like a great indicator of when I need to take a break, take a rest, and just lay down. Sort of press pause and take a moment to see how I'm feeling and not be constantly on the run all day long. So I would say that really this tinnitus is really interesting condition because it feeds on our own anxiety and our own worries. It feeds on paranoia. It feeds on, worries, And if you're worried that it's not going to go away, it's not going to go away. It's true. And it's kind of like what we say also with, for example, with menstruation, when you're stressing about, your period not coming, that's what can actually block it from coming. So what's blocking the healing could also be your worries about whether you're healing or not. I hope this is helpful. I may post something else a bit later, but I wanted to give an update about the fact that I still have that ringing. It still exists. It's not like completely gone. But I hear it very rarely, and when I do, it's just a small surge. It's a very short-lived moment. It just reminds me that it's still there. I have a sensitivity in this ear. I think I always will, and that's okay. But it especially just reminds me to take good care of myself. So I hope this is helpful. I'm looking forward to hearing more in the comments as well. Have a great day. Bye.